All right, people, it's time to get real because today I am talking about the worst and most annoying fashion and beauty issues. Things that you and I, well, I hope you and I can relate to. These are the things that happen in your everyday life that literally make you go, ugh, why does that have to happen? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So today I'm gonna talk about 5 scenarios that just make you go, oh! I just felt like it. These little things were happening and I'm like, you know what? Enough of these things happen that I could actually make a full video about it. So that is what inspired this. And if you guys love this video, which I really hope you do, and I hope you can relate to it, please make sure you tap that subscribe button. I do a new video every Saturday and I really appreciate you guys for watching. The first issue, blown out hair elastics. You guys know what I'm talking about? You know those hair ties that you put in your hair and they don't work. They're not even holding the low ponytail, much less if you want to do anything else with them. First of all, why are they making hair elastics or hair ties that aren't elastic? I mean, isn't that the name? And it's just elastic. We're not like reinventing the wheel here. I think the solution would be just to get stronger elastic. And you know, maybe it's my fault because I get a bad hair tie. I mean, you guys know, you can just see, it's like, it goes, it's elastic, and then it's just like, oh, it's not, it's just a piece of yarn. Ugh, so frustrating. How many times have you had really chapped or dry lips? And you're like, someone get me some chapstick. I need it so bad, my lips are driving me crazy. And then you get a chapstick and you put it on and you're like, oh, I just basically encased my chapped lips because the chapstick you put on is not getting in there. It almost like puts this cover over your lips. So now you feel like you have double chapped lips. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like this film. And then you're just like, nothing's working. They're still dry. They're not getting quenched like they need to. How can you sell chapstick that doesn't do what it's supposed to do? Like, how can you, it should just be called paste. It's just false advertising. This happens to me all the time. And I found two that work. This is an all natural from the organic pharmacy. It works, and to be honest, I know this sounds really gross. When I was in Hong Kong, I got a cold, and I was using like bad tissues, so my nose was really flaky. I know this is so gross, but it's true, it's a true story. And I was like, shoot, I don't have any oil to like, and I'm going to business meetings. Like, no one likes a girl going to a business meeting with a flaky nose, and it's just disgusting, and people worry that like a skin flake is gonna fall on them. So I was using this stuff and I was putting it under my nose and it was helping it heal. So this stuff is so good. I was thinking if it's organic, you know, it's okay if I put it all over my body, right? There's no like weird freaky chemicals that are gonna make me like have any weird bumps. So this works really well. And then also this fresh, oh, this smells like, oh my God, this smells so good. It smells like caramel. You just wanna, but you don't, but you want to, but you don't, but you really wanna lick it, but then it just ruins the fantasy. So anyways, these work. They just work, and thank you. Thank you for lip moisturizer and chapstick companies for actually making a product that does what you claim that it does. Case in point. Please, you guys have got to share in the comments below if you feel me with these issues that I deal with. Like, these are things that happen, you know, monthly. These are monthly situations. I mean, for me to make a video about it, I felt really, really irked about it, and I wanted to share it with my digital friends out there. You guys aren't digital friends, you're real friends. But like, we've never met. So what kind of friends are you? Distant friends, distant friends. Now let's talk about the raccoon effect. No, this has nothing to do with the animal, but it does kind of have to do with you looking like an animal when you put mascara on your bottom lashes and it's like an hour later and all of a sudden it's traveled under your eyes. Can you guys feel me on this one? It is so annoying. I've tried a trillion mascaras and people are like, oh, get waterproof. I'm like, okay. And I don't know what the deal is. Bottom lashes clearly repel waterproof mascara because I swear when I put waterproof mascara on my top lashes, you can barely scrub it off. It is like tar on your eyelashes, but for whatever reason, when I put it on my bottom lashes, it comes right off. Isn't that the weirdest thing? It's like my bottom lashes repel everything. So, to be honest, my solution for this is I just stopped wearing mascara on my bottom lashes for the longest time. And I don't know if you guys can tell from my videos, it's been like a year because I was just sick of dealing with it. And you know what the worst thing is? You go out in life and you're like, oh, talking to people and having a great time and meeting new people and talking. And then at the end of the night, you go into the bathroom and you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, what? And no one has told you that you have football players like reflective black streaks under your eyes, and no one's told you. And then you're just feeling like so embarrassed, like I can't believe I just walked around the world like this and I just look like a hot drunk mess and I haven't even had a cocktail because, you know, that's what you look like when you got makeup caked under your eyes. Ugh, I could say so much about this, it's so frustrating. So I came across this Shiseido Full Lash Volume Mascara, and to be honest, it sticks pretty darn well. I put it just on my bottom lashes and I've gone all day wearing it and it hasn't been an issue. It hasn't really traveled much. So I'm so thankful for this. Too bad it's travel size. I gotta buy the big size. But you know what? I would actually love to hear your suggestions. Do you guys have any mascaras that you use that don't travel and give you the raccoon effect? I would love for you to give me your suggestions in the comments below and then, you know, enlighten everybody else, because I think that all of us mascara wearers can relate to this annoying issue. By the way, they need to do an advertising campaign saying no raccoon eyes or doesn't travel or something, but they haven't done that, maybe because a mascara doesn't exist other than, you know, this one. Now another annoyance. You know, when you have a shirt like this and you want to push up the sleeves. I mean, I'm a huge sleeve pusher-upper. I do it all the time. I don't like my sleeves long like this unless it's like freezing out normally, because I don't know, I have more of a relaxed, casual, effortless look. A lot of times tops easily, you know, they go right on, they're snug, they stay like this. But how many times do you have those shirts when you're putting your sleeves up? You walk, do something, they're coming down, and you're constantly pushing your sleeves up, and you're like, just stay. And then you start doing this weird origami stuff with your sleeves to like try and get them to stay, and you're folding them in themselves and whatever and doing some weird stuff, right? And then you just kind of give up. You're like, forget it. I'm just gonna have long sleeves today. My effortless, casual, sleeve scrunched up look is not working. Well, for me, I will not be defeated. I will not just let a sleeve do what it wants to. I will handle that sleeve. And how do I handle it, you ask? The good old-fashioned way, with a good old rubber band. Basically, what I do is you just put the rubber, and don't be embarrassed, you guys, who cares, you won't see it. You put the rubber band up above your elbow, and then you just scrunch it. I'm sure you guys have heard about this hack before. I'm not trying to say that like I'm the one who invented it. I mean, I swear, I think my grandmother did this. I'm just sharing, this is what I do to resolve this annoyance. So yeah, basically, and then problem solved. Sleeve is staying up. And I don't suggest, unless you have super twiggy arms, don't use a hair elastic, even though we were just talking about how those don't work. Don't use a hair elastic because they can tend to be really tight. You want to get a really flimsy kind of rubber band that's almost on the brink of snapping. It's so kind of loose because you don't want to create a tourniquet. That's not what you want to do. And you don't want your veins to pop out and you don't want to turn blue. Okay, like I said, talking about my daily annoyances. Get me a little heated, get me a little parched, a little dry in the mouth. Let's get into the next one. Socks. This is kind of strange because, you know, I'm a fashion stylist. It's what I've done for 15 years. So people usually come to me with all of their fashion issues. They're like, how do I fix this? What do I do with this? What should I pair with this? And you know, a lot of people, or they're like, do you know this designer and this designer? And a lot of people just think I'm like a walking Google for fashion. But the reality is I don't know everything. I mean, I know a lot in that vertical, but I don't know everything. So it's kind of weird that I just discovered this now. Socks. Well, I didn't just discover socks, but with shoes, I've just been wearing thin socks, trouser socks, whatever, sometimes workout socks with my boots or whatever. And just recently, I know this is kind of crazy, and the most annoying thing about wearing whatever socks with boots is that when they fall down, you know when you're walking and you feel it, you're walking and you're like, oh, no. And it's every step you take, your sock is sinking further and further down the back of your ankle. It goes from ankle, lower ankle, heel, up, it's at the heel, up, past the heel, up. Now my sock is only covering my toes. And my sock and my foot is in my shoe. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I will stop dead in my tracks even at the mall, and I will straight up take my shoe off, pull my sock back up, and put my shoe back on. I don't care because it just bugs so bad. I can't stand to take another step in life with my sock like that. So what I started to wear, and again, this is so crazy. I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna be like, Lindsay, you didn't know about this. I started to wear these little foot pads. Now, I know in colder climates, this may not be enough sock for you, but when you live in California, this is more than enough. These things are so genius, and they have this sticky magic stuff that goes on your heel, so they are staying put, and no more psycho sock that tries to come off your foot. I love these. I got them at Target. I will actually link these in the description below. They work so well. And just thank you, inventor. Love inventors. Who invented this? I don't see a patent pending or an invention number, but I'm pretty certain someone owns this brilliant little idea. And I love these. That's how I'm feeling about all that. Please let me know. This is the best part. Can you guys relate to these annoyances that I talked about? I would love to hear. I know I'm not alone here. Please leave me comments. Oh, and don't forget, if you guys loved this video, if you found me amusing or annoying, you know, why not come back for either one? So please click the subscribe button below. I would love for you guys to come back. I post videos every Saturday. And of course, my life is in pictures on Instagram at Lindsay Albanese. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me rant. I just really needed it. I really need to share because I want you guys to share now. Let's open the discussion so we can let it out, because you know what? Letting it out is liberating and freeing. And you know what? I know this stuff isn't a big deal. There's worse issues in life, but I think it's lighthearted enough to start the dialogue and just, you know, let's just, I don't know where I'm going. I'm done. All talked out. All right, guys, cut.